Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Did promise you guys I would do a reaction video. This is my first time actually reacting to any videos, so be kind. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you like the topic, if you agree, if you disagree, and if you want to see more. So this video is about a girl talking about a topic. I'll let you guys watch it first. It's saying they never wanted you to know that you are pretty. They never wanted you to know that you are pretty. Let's watch the video.
What I was saying is that people try to excuse that behavior, like, oh, maybe that person's shy and they see you as attractive and they're intimidated by your beauty and maybe they're just nervous and they have social anxiety, but yet they were able to greet the other stranger that they didn't know. They were able to open up to them. That's an excuse. That's actually a demon working through that person who has not done the work to heal, to fight for their crown, to fight for their beauty, fight for their identity, their calling in life. So they've allowed those wicked spirits to just attack you in subtle ways, to mistreat you, to treat you as insignificant, as unimportant, as somebody to be isolated, somebody to be treated awkwardly, as a misfit. And now that subtle encounter, as small as it may seem, it plants a seed of doubt. And you have to constantly cast it out. You got to constantly purge from that. All of these petty innuendos, all of these social interactions that cause any type of self-doubt, you have to, every day, wash it away, wash it clean away from you, and own who you are, own your beauty, own your talent, own your intelligence, own your light, own your crown. It is engraved with your name on it specifically. That is for you, that is yours. And so we live in a world where these evil forces, they mark those who are fighting for their purpose, fighting for their crown. Anytime, and this is all spiritual, guys. I don't just put things on the surface and go from there. I'm not just staying on the basic level. No, all of this is spiritual. Okay, there's unseen forces in the ethos, the astrals, the cosmos, if you will. There's unseen forces that attack the light on earth. And as soon as they see it shining, radiating, beaming, they pounce at it to attack it, to put it out, to dim it, to shut it down. See, I am the type that I would rather RIP, I would rather be gone from the earth than to allow myself to be destroyed by the enemy. Allow my purpose to be destroyed and diminished. Devalue myself and be in some unequally yoked situation with a man. Be in some unequally yoked partnership or friendship just to feel like I have a connection. See, many people, they also, the enemy using them to try to make it seem like you need to crawl at their feet and kiss the ground that they walk on in order to have a connection with them. You must kiss their hiney and bow at their beck and call. And when you don't do that, they socially bully you. They socially mark you and isolate you and avoid you to make you feel unwanted, to make you feel insecure, to make you feel doubtful. It is all tactics of the spiritual forces. It is the good versus the bad. That is really what it's all about. That's what it boils down to, folks. The good versus the bad. And I am a prophetess also. And I've just recently unearthed this by divine intervention. God gave me the knowledge that I am indeed a prophetess. I've seen the markings all throughout my life, but I never wanted to just say and declare that I'm a prophetess without just God making it 100% clear to me, but now he has. And so it all makes sense. And I'm glad I went through this stage of being this ugly duckling, being the black sheep, being picked on by my own siblings, relatives, would cut my hair, throw my clothes away. I'll wake up looking for clothes and have none to put on because certain ones threw it away or cut up my shoes. And I'm talking about this is elementary. And yeah, it sounds petty, but these things affect us. We got to understand we're in the world, we're not of it. So if we're not careful, if we're not mindful, if we're not doing the work, the things of this world can affect how we go about, how we, carry ourselves, how we perceive things. It affects us in that way. So, like I said, I always felt awkward whenever a guy would show interest to me because I experienced the polar opposite for a period in my life, like I said. And so coming into my beauty and my femininity, albeit though it was subtle, it wasn't full on, because I'm still now at my age, I'm still honing in my femininity and really embracing it. So even the attempts that I've made throughout the years, I still didn't understand what it meant to be pretty, what it meant to be beautiful. I didn't understand my beauty.
Okay, guys, so that was my first time making a reaction video. I'm just going to give you my quick opinion about it. Like that topic is very sensitive. I remember when I first came to the UK and I didn't really feel particularly pretty at that time. I didn't really feel, very confident the way I do now. I'm not saying I'm big-headed, but I'm much more, my confidence levels has increased versus when I was younger and it was my first time in the UK, and I still remember all those things. And yeah, sometimes you can be made to feel very, especially for me when I was growing up and when I went to school, there wasn't anyone that looked like me. There wasn't my complexion. There might have been a mixed race girl, I think in my year group, in my particular little part of the year, there wasn't any other black girl like me that looked like me. So that, not that was a problem, but that for me didn't really help with like confidence levels and thinking that you're beautiful and stuff like that. So yeah, it can be very when you don't know how valuable you are, when you don't know how pretty you are, you can feel it can damage your self-confidence, your self-worth and stuff like that. But thankfully I had, and still do till this day, have very good parents that I love very much, very deeply, and they always instilled in me good values and morals and like how to have good self-esteem. So I didn't really have any issues when it comes to that. And like this woman is saying about how like her family members was like cutting up her clothes and that's bad. I never went through anything like that. So I could only imagine how that must have felt, especially if it's like from close people who are meant to be in your corner. So yeah, that can definitely have an impact on you. You're not knowing your self-worth, you're not knowing how valuable you are, how pretty you are. And that is something that you can only work on that when for me personally, I'm a believer in God. I'm a believer in Christ. When you have a relationship with Christ, you can understand these things a bit more, and you can know who you truly are. I know what it's like to kind of stick out from the crowd and stand out, like she's saying about her body image and stuff like that. As only now I'm really kind of getting comfortable within my own skin, you know. So yeah, because I remember when my mum was younger, I don't hope she doesn't mind me sharing this, but it's not anything big, but she said to me when she was younger, she was very, very skinny, skinnier than me. Or if you knew me when I was growing up, I was very, very skinny. My mom said they used to call her Miss Martin Fun Stick. So like the stick that you beat the children with back in the day. But yeah, I know what it's like. So anyone going through any low self-esteem, anyone who doesn't think they're very pretty, guess what? Smile, you're very gorgeous. God made you in his image. You do not need any man to tell you that you're pretty. Just know that you are. So yes. This was my first ever time reacting to a video. I didn't want to do too much editing because I wanted you to see like how raw it all is in the beginning stages. Hopefully going forward I'm getting a lot better. Hopefully I'll be able to plan, and I talk with my hands a lot, guys, sorry. And obviously I just got my nails done, so I'm showing that. But yeah, hopefully going forward I'll be able to organize my videos a lot more, and things will be a bit more uniform, and you can see the growth from today versus, you know, in the future and stuff like that. So yeah, it's my first time coming back after a long time. Don't be too harsh. Thank you for your views, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.